Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenneth Cooper. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word pineapple? For most people, it's the state of Hawaii. It was about 4 years ago when I was having lunch at a dining facility on Schofield Barracks when I first became aware that pineapples were not native to Hawaii. Along the wall was a timeline of historical events in Hawaii, and one of the ones that caught my eye was the introduction of pineapples to Hawaii. As I read this, I became more and more intrigued as to when they became introduced here to Hawaii, so I had to look into it. So what I would like to discuss today is the introduction of pineapples to Hawaii, the man who made pineapples synonymous with Hawaii, and how long it takes for a pineapple plant to produce a pineapple. As I stated earlier, many people believe that pineapples are native to Hawaii. However, they're not. Pineapples are indigenous to South America, mainly coming out of Brazil and Paraguay. The Spanish introduced pineapples to Hawaii in 1813. And Don Francisco de Paul y Marin from Spain was an advisor on the panel to King Kamehameha, and he is credited with introducing pineapples to Hawaii. Due to the rich volcanic soil, the Hawaiian Islands are a perfect location for growing pineapples. The first pineapple plantation started in 1813. It wasn't until about 1885 that large-scale commercial pineapple plantations started. John Kenwell is credited with starting the first commercial pineapple plantation. However, the person who made Hawaii and pineapple synonymous with each other was John Dole. He is known as the Pineapple King. In the early 1900s, Dole started a pineapple plantation company with 60 acres of land here on the island of Oahu. And in 1907, Dole was so successful with getting pineapples to the United States that he had to try to ramp up his operations. So, around 1922, he purchased the island of Lanai so that he could meet the demands that were placed on the pineapples that everyone was so much desired. And according to an article in the Natural Element website, throughout the 20th century, the island of Lanai provided 70% of the world's pineapple production. It's no wonder that we hear Hawaii is the capital and the king of pineapples. Now that I've provided some insight on who was responsible for the successful pineapple cultivation in Hawaii, let's take a look at what it takes for a pineapple plant to produce a pineapple. The process to grow a pineapple is somewhat of a long process. It starts with the planting of a pineapple. The pineapple planting and harvesting is 100% manual. There's no machines involved in this process. Each plant is planted by hand and picked by hand as well when it's time for harvesting. Once this is done, once the plant is planted, then you got the basic watering, insect, and weed control that is conducted. Now at this point, it comes down to waiting. One pineapple plant is capable of producing 2 to 3 pineapples within a 30 to 36 month time frame. It takes between 18 to 24 months for a pineapple plant to produce its first fruit. It would then take about 6 months after that first fruit is harvested for it to produce another fruit, which puts it at around the 24 to 30 month time frame. And then the third and final fruit or pineapple will be produced around the 30 to 36 month time frame. Once again, it takes about 18 to 24 months for the first one to be produced, and then it'll pick up from there, only 6 month increments after that. So after the third pineapple is harvested, then basically what happens is they go over, plow the field, and prep the soil in order to plant another crop of pineapples. But it'll still take about 12 to 24 months before that soil is ready for the next harvest or for the next planting. So let's take a brief look once again at the process of the pineapple planting cultivation and what it takes to get to where we can enjoy it. Once again, the first thing is basically it starts out with the crown of the pineapple. The crown is planted once again by hand. Then you got the watering, the weeding, and the insect prevention that is taking place. After all this process is done and it is harvested, then you can enjoy the pineapple. It comes in several forms that we're mostly familiar with. You can get the fresh pineapple, which is synonymous once again with Hawaii. Then you also have the canned pineapple, come in variations, crushed, sliced, or chunked. And then we have dried pineapples and different seasonings that can be placed on the pineapples as well. So in closing, even though pineapples are not a native plant to Hawaii, it is no doubt that Hawaii and pineapples will always be together forever. James Dole, the Pineapple King, is the person who made pineapples so famous for Hawaii. It is a long process to produce a pineapple, but once you have tasted a pineapple from Hawaii, then you'll have no doubt the wait is well worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time.